What is up, everyone, and welcome to today's reaction video. And today's reaction is the very special monthly request of my incredible Patreon follower, Jess. Jess, thank you so much, as always, for your continued support, for being a member of the herd and a member of the Patreon, and for being a supporter for as long as you have. Jess is one of our OG herd members that has been with me from the beginning, so thank you so much for all the support you've given me over all this time, Jess. It means the absolute world to me, and you are such an incredible person. And thank you for this month's request, because y'all, at time of video posting, at time this is coming out, this song has been out for I think like 3 hours now. It came out at 5 a.m. my time, which is when I'm up right now filming this, and I'm exhausted, but I'm too excited to wait for this because Jess has purposely held her reaction off. This is technically last month's reaction for Jess that she's held because she wanted to hear this so badly. It is Ren's brand new song, Vincent's Tale, Sunflowers Prologue. So I'm guessing that Sunflowers / Prologue in parentheses is the name of this song, and this is all part of Vincent's Tale, which will be a similar thing to the tale of Jenny and Screech, which was wild. My mind was blown by that whole story. It was so emotional, so raw, so deep. So I can't wait to see what kind of story Ren is going to be telling us this time with Vincent's Tale. I have no idea what to expect from this. I don't know if it's going to be the same kind of wildly emotional and raw kind of a story as Jenny and Screech's Tale was, or if this is going to be something completely different. Ren is always delivering absolute masterpieces, so I'm super keen to check this out and get into it. So we're going to do that right now. As always, please check out the original video linked in the description below. Give the original a like and a comment, and subscribe to Ren. Support the original upload because it's just come out and it's got to absolutely blow up. And we are going to check this out. This is Vincent's Tale, Sunflower Prologue. Let's go.
Tragic scenes last night in London. A 14-year-old girl was found dead from a fatal stab wound. Her attacker, a 14-year-old boy, is in critical condition after a violent altercation with a police officer. Over to reporters on the ground for more.
Yo, that is literally the Jenny and Screech. That is literally what I was just talking about. So this is the same story continuing. This is going to be some kind of, like, I'm guessing, I'm not sure if Vincent's mentioned in Jenny and Screech and I'm forgetting about it. I wasn't expecting to have to, I wasn't expecting to have to remember all of that to come into this one. It's like a continuation of the story and a knock-on effect of how that domino effect is still affecting other things. That's really cool.
Attacker, a 14-year-old boy, is in critical condition after a violent altercation with a police officer. Over to reporters on the ground for more.
Oh, such a beautiful shame. The sunflowers will when the skies do not rain. It's a story I'm sure we all know. It's a moment of madness inside of the woes. We all fall down in London town.
Yes.
Shaky ground carries me. Whoa, rains down, blindingly loud. Never surrender.
Yo! First of all, Ren, you're going to be coming in with the brass section with that bwomp, bwomp, bwomp. And now it seems like the next section we're going into a full-on brass set. Okay. All right. I was not expecting that. This whole, again, I think it was Jenny and Screech that had this originally, and I might have mentioned it back then. Or it might have, I'm pretty sure it was Jenny and Screech, where it's got this kind of, it's almost like a carnival type sound to it, or a merry-go-round type sound to it, where it's very kind of youthful and innocent feel to the way that the music is done in the background. It's dun, 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 dun. It gives you a real kind of innocent theme compared to what the actual words and the story is and how dark the message is. But then Ren just comes in with the, like, he's singing, sounding absolutely gorgeous to begin with, just delivering those vocals. But then he comes in with that bit of vocal fry, that bit of to his voice that just is absolutely fire.
Fall down in London town. Shaky ground carries me. Whoa, rains down, blindingly loud. Never surrender.
I love how, sorry to pause again, but I love how this video is done, again, in a way similar to some of his other videos, how they've been done, where it's all like, at least it feels so far like it's all been one camera shot. We started off the camera panning around to the front of what I can only assume is Vincent as he's rolling that joint or rolling that cigarette, and then it cuts over to literally sunflowers burning, which is such a cool piece of imagery. And I'm so curious, like, they must have set that up perfectly, because they're not so burnt that you can't tell exactly what they are, but you never have anyone in the frame. You never have it's burnt just to the right degree of, okay, now we'll pan over to it to get that kind of visual, which looks that cool. Perfectly timed, perfectly done, while making it a part of like a live transition that goes around. And it's just really, really smoothly put together.
What a terrible scene. Here lie the corpses of corporate machines, planting seeds where the grass never grows. But the grass, it stays greener in places unknown as we all fall down in London town. Shaky ground.
That line of here lie the corpses of corporate machines is just a beautifully written line. And the planting seeds where the grass don't grow, it's just it's like creating nothing really. Like you're acting like you're building things and creating things. You're creating nothing really, and we all fall down. We all get nothing from it. But the little wavy note that Ren did in there, the little note that he did in there, was so freaking nice.
As we all fall down.
Come on.
In London town. Shaky ground carries me. Whoa, rains down, blindingly loud. Never surrender.
Yo, why is that section there giving me like old school video game vibes? Like it's giving me 8-bit Sega style video game music vibes of this like noise that's going on in the background there as it's like distorted, and it's almost like Ren's chosen to make the music and even the vocals that he's doing there sound like they're kind of glitching or skipping or coming through imperfect, because it's this kind of repeat of that noise he's making, which is really, really cool. I also love the fact that the TV has transitioned from actually showing the news, pans away, comes back to Vincent sitting there all kind of, for lack of a better term, looking all drugged out. And the TV is just on static, because by that stage she just doesn't care what's on the TV anymore. Now it's panned over to the flowers again, it's come back again. Now we have Ren on the screen. And I'm sure that we're about to have a full-on Ren breakdown rap section, which I'm just so sure that's coming, and I need it in my life. Okay. the whispered Vincent in the background, along with those kind of piano notes. I never know what to call that. I'm not musical enough to know what to call that, because I don't think it's technically off key. I think it's on key, but it's just something about the notes that are being played there are so unsettling. It's like out of a horror movie. And I'd love to know what the technique there is. Is it off key, or is it just a particular style of note that just sounds uncomfortable and makes like chills run up your spine with that kind of classic horror movie piano type noise that's playing in the background there as it's whispering Vincent? Because I'm curious. If you're a piano person, let me know if it's just a particular note that's frequently used in like horror and creepy things. So we're used to associating it with that, or if it's actually that it's intentionally played like off key or that to make it feel unsettling. Let me know. Yo. I don't know if it's meant to feel this way. I think it is, because it's just geniusly put together. But when you combine that piano sound that's going on there, the whispered Vincent, and just the way that Ren is going from like, it starts off being like, oh my gosh, it's just showing all clips of mundane human life. It's just showing like, wake up in the morning, brush your teeth. Now he's on the bus on the way to work. Now he's bored at work. Now he's out at a pub with his friends. Now he's out here at the shops. And it's just all normal, basic human stuff. And then something about Ren, because Ren is always brilliant in these video clips with the actual acting that he gives and the performance that he gives. And the way it starts off so normal and so like perfectly natural. And by the end, especially these ones where he's sitting staring straight at the camera, the flashes are happening so fast. And as the pace of them picks up and the piano gets more and more unsettling, and he just seems less and less connected to the people around him, it's almost like I went from going, oh yeah, he's just showing everyday life, to, oh, this guy's a serial killer. He's about to snap and just murder someone, and this is going to get bloody and violent any second. And I don't know if that's the direction it's going to go in, but I've gone really, really quickly from whatever character Ren's portraying here being, you know, your everyday man, to being, oh, he's about to snap. He's about to completely break. And there's like still ones in there where he's like at work looking at the computer screen. He's just like running his hands through his hair. He's just, you know, poor guy's stressed out. But then there's other times when he's like sitting there staring at the camera. It's just a little bit unsettling the way that it's done. And it's so well put together from a filming standpoint, from a performance standpoint, to have captured that. And the increasing speed of the cuts combined with that music and everything Ren's done is just so perfect to have put together the story and done that performance in that way. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I 100% think after the ending of that story, I'm not sure. I'm curious what the story was then with the guy that was like on the lounge at the beginning of it, smoking the joint or smoking the cigarette and being all passed out, and the circulation of the room there. Because if the second half of that, where it actually shows, maybe that's just meant to be the person who's watching the tales, that he's just sat there and watched. He's meant to be like us. We're sitting there watching Jenny and Screech. Now we've moved on to watching Vincent's tale, and it's just a cool way of showing the transition between the two. But it's the fact that it starts off with him, but then it goes to Ren, and I very much get the feeling that, like I said, it starts off just showing him as like your average everyday person, and it's kind of cool that with Jenny and Screech, spoilers for anyone who hasn't actually seen it and watched it and sat down and gone through it, it started off being, you get a bit of Jenny's story and it's like, oh, feel bad for her. This Screech guy is a monster. He's horrible. He's evil. Then through 2 and 3, you get context to the story that he's gone through, the horrible things he's gone through. And as much as he's still an unforgivable person, he's still, doing horrible things or done horrible things. You get the kind of context of the trauma he's gone through, and you end up feeling bad for him as well. With this one, it kind of seems to be taking the reverse approach, where in Jenny and Screech, we introduced what Screech had done and then humanized him after the fact. This one, we've introduced Vincent, if that's meant to be Vincent. If Ren there is playing Vincent, which I can only imagine he is, then we've introduced him at the beginning and humanized him at the beginning. And then in those little previews we saw, it seems to be much more aggressive, and he seems to be in jail for whatever reason. And so I'm going to guess that we're going to get to whatever the violent side, the darker side, the other side to it is as the story goes on. But it was just cool to start this off with this kind of scene showing that he's just living your average everyday life. He's just like anyone else. And I'm so curious where Ren's going to go with the rest of this story, because this was such a cool introduction and such a cool beginning to it. And I can't wait for more of it. The vocals in this were fire, beyond fire. Ren always delivers vocally, but I was expecting, like, we had all those big sections. When he came up on the TV screen, I was like, all right, this is going to have, like, focus on the TV screen for a bit. Ren's going to rap out a verse, and then we'll go back to that chorus again playing and pan around the room again and go back to the guy on the lounge. Instead, it took a completely different, out of left field turn than what I expected, which is exactly what Ren does. This is why the man is a lyrical genius. It's why he's a musical genius, is because you can never predict and never guess where one of his songs is going to go. Coming into this, I didn't know if we were going to have aggressive rap the whole time, if we're going to have incredible vocals like this, what it was going to be. You never know if you're getting a rap song or a sung song or what it's going to be. It's absolutely fantastic. Yo, please jump in the link in the description and give the original video of this a like and a comment, and subscribe to Ren if you haven't already, because the man deserves it. Also, leave this video a like and a comment and subscribe to this channel. It helps out so much I can't even begin to tell you. And check me out over on Patreon. Over there I run weekly polls for the reactions I do here on the channel. I also do weekly TV show reactions, a monthly movie reaction, a monthly live stream, and at the highest tier, you can get a guaranteed reaction right here on the channel. So check all that out over on my Patreon. I will see you all in the next reaction video. Have yourself a fantastic day, night, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time zone you're in, and I'll see you next time. Bye.